Hello everyone, Laners here and welcome to my new grow room. This has taken quite a while to get put together. This is why I've kind of been missing in action with the violets. And I trimmed them all back, took off all their flowers, took off all their leaves, everything to bring them in on these sterile clean shelves. See, look at this. Just violets galore. So I wanted to talk about two things. I wanted to talk about what it costs to get all these shelves and why I moved everything into this room. Well, first off, why I moved it in. I mean, my dining room was turning into a grow room. And so, you know, I needed a space for them, and this was just a room that we threw stuff in that needed cleaning out for a long time. Say hello, Freya. Hi, baby girl. She's almost 4 months now. So in this room, I have the air conditioner off, so the temperature is probably going to go up a little bit. But I'll do a quick 360. I've got an area here where I can film. I've got a work table with a light. I've got contained cooling. This room has its own heat source. And most importantly, I've got an air filter in here. And it has its own ensuite bathroom, so I have an area, a walk-in shower with a tub where I can, you know, spray down plants, get water, whatever I need to do. So, and then I'm using, see that, well water, because our water is too highly filtered and the plants weren't getting enough minerals. And I want to tell you something. I switched over to the well water and the babies just started to grow, and they hadn't been growing till I switched over to the well water. Okay, so that brings me to the other issue, which was we had such wildly fluctuating temperatures in the house because we heat with a wood stove, and it's dusty in there. I live out in the country on a dirt road, and the plants were just filthy all the time and getting powdery mildew, and I still get powdery mildew. It's just not at the catastrophic level that it was happening in the other room. And I can wipe down these liners, you know, all the shelves have shelf liners. I wipe them down, they're not that bad. You know, it stays way cleaner in here, and then I've got the air filter going. So this is just a more controlled environment. I can control the temperature, I can control the humidity, I can control the dust in the air, I can control the lighting artificially. It's just way better, and I have a place where I can film, or pot plants, or water plants, and so it's just, this is kind of a little dream that my husband helped me bring to fruition. So, okay, now the shelving. This was my first shelf, which you saw in other videos. And this is 2 feet deep, 4 feet wide, and I think they're like 72-inch tall. And it has another shelf with it. They come with like 6. But the liners did not come with the shelf. And I've got my little list over here. And the liners, 5 of them ran $85, and the shelf was $190 at Home Depot. So it was $275 for just this one setup, not including lights. These shelves at Walmart, they're 18 inches deep, 4 feet wide, same height, same number of shelves, liners included for $129 each. Way better deal. Although I do like having this 2-foot deep shelf for things like my plant starts and the larger growers that get a little bigger. I've temporarily got these in here. These little miniatures, they usually reside in my kitchen window, but as the light started to diminish because of the season, they stopped blooming, so I brought them in here to push them into bloom again. Okay, so all together for the shelves, the lights, I love the lights that I got. I got them at Home Depot. They were like $20 a piece. I bought 16 of them. There's 2 each shelf in the 2 deep wide, and I have 1 in each shelf in the 18-inch deep. And it works great. $20, you can't beat it. They are, let's see, I've got a box here. I saved one of the boxes just so I could show you it. So here it is. LED shop light by Commercial Electric. And let me go over to this other light here. They are 3,000 lumens and 4,000 Kelvin. And I watched a video on by the African Violet Society of America, and it was a guy, and he was just talking about research he did into what it takes to get an African violet to bloom, and it was about blue light spectrum, red light spectrum. But in the end, his conclusion was that basically you need at least 3,000 lumens, and you want at least 35 Kelvin, and these are 4,000 Kelvin. So they fit in the range that he said he found really that he needed for these things to bloom. Oh, here's one of my new additions. It's a polka dotted African violet. It's called Space Fairy. Anyway, you're going to see all the cool new violets I got, and I've got a few more coming from New York. And I finally got the real tiger. The fourth one I had to buy. And I'm going to do an unboxing on that last shipment. It'll probably be my last shipment for at least a year. So all together, the lights, shelving, came to $853. Everything all together, and that doesn't include tax. I'll just give you a sneak peek. I am going to do a lot more flower videos, but I'll just give you a quick look. So, I had a request as to where I get all my plants, and I'm going to do a separate video on that. And I'm just giving you a little spoiler alert. I got a lot of babies here. They're in cloches because they're just so little that it helps them maintain their humidity. And you see we've got a lot of babies over here. And you've seen all these plants before. Well, except for this one. That one's not opened all the way. It has white outer petals. Oh, I can't wait. I've seen it. It was in bloom and the flowers died. But I've got some really spectacular new ones that I just cannot wait to feature in a video. So, anyway, that's it. I've got this great room for doing all this filming and growing the plants, and I'm going to be bringing you a lot more violets. And sorry it took me so long to get all of this put together, but it was well worth the wait, and you'll see when I put out the videos. Everyone have a lovely day.